Hey, everybody, and welcome to our Monday night call. I am really excited for this call because these 9 women are absolutely amazing. And what they are going to share with you is basically that they're normal people. They are just normal, everyday women. We have some teachers, we have some physical therapists, we have some stay at home moms, we have some military wives. Like, they are just normal people. And if they can do this, you guys can do this. Okay. So the first 3 people that we're hearing from tonight have reached Diamond, which is the highest rank in the company. If you're new here, this is the absolute highest rank, but then you also get to re-enter under yourself. So you have the chance to become a diamond twice, which is super awesome. But we are going to hear from Tiffany and Jamie and Sal, and they are our new diamonds, which is super exciting. So not only do they get to go to Maui this year, they get to go to Lanai, and I'm excited. I don't have to go by myself. I can have some of my team there. So I am just super excited and so blessed by every single one of these ladies and how hard they have worked to get to where they're at, but just how down to earth they are, how genuine, how sweet, how much they love on their teams. Just to see them reach their goals and to get to this point in their business, this is so rewarding. It's way more exciting than even when I hit diamond or when I became an emerald. Like, just to see them doing this, I love it. So Tiffany, I met Tiffany on Craigslist and I bought a stroller from her in her driveway, and she is a military wife. She's made several moves. She has had several babies since starting her Plexus journey, but she's going to share a little bit with us right now.
Yay! Hey y'all! Oh my goodness, I am so excited to be on here tonight and share among all y'all and be on here with all these other incredible ladies. I wanted to start by giving y'all just a little recap on what my personal journey looked like to diamond. My journey actually started at the end of 2014. Most of y'all know that I had extreme detox, and I'd be happy to share more if anyone's interested. But long story short, I stuck with the products and I ditched over 10 prescription medications, and I began to share organically my love for these products. I can tell y'all that no other MLMs that I have been a part of have ever touched what happened to me with Plexus in my first month. Candles, nails, makeup, none of it. And I had to do parties. I had to keep inventory. So by April 2015, 5 months after I joined, I told a few friends about the products and I went silver that month. In August, after my stepsister passed away, and I want y'all to pay attention to this, okay? After my stepsister passed away from breast cancer, I went gold, right? I had passion, I had fire, and I was ready. And I turned, what was a really emotional time for me. I turned it all into what could have became an excuse, and I turned it into extreme action. And what could have stopped me right then and there, I chose to propel me. And it really was a choice, because all those times that I was made fun of, I chose to say to those people, you know what, you'll see me with my Lexus in Hawaii and as a diamond. And I believe that. That was so important to believe that. So basically, it was August gold, September, October, November, and then January, I went senior gold, ruby, senior ruby, emerald, and then April 2016, I hit sapphire in 1 year from sharing. And I just hit diamond 3 years after the day that I hit sapphire, which was last month. So I want to tell y'all, so what happened in between all of that. So I had a few personal growth, mental roadblocks, and I let fear and I let excuses take over. If y'all ever say, I don't have time, I'm too busy with the kids, summer's coming, sports, I just got to binge watch Game of Thrones all day. There might be some people guilty of this. But let me tell y'all, one of the most important things to remember is that you're going to go through seasons of life while owning your business. So you bought a business for $34.95 or $39.95, and you are a business owner. Don't take this lightly, y'all. You have something amazing right there in your hand. You are fortunate enough that you didn't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on a storefront and so you don't, don't make your work from home business tainted with excuses. If y'all want gold, you want ruby, you want to be a jewel, you want to be a diamond, you want to be in consistent and purposeful action always. And that doesn't mean that when something goes wrong or life happens, that you can't pause. But y'all, do not stop and give up. Do not give up, right? So, when my 8-month-old son was diagnosed with cancer, another roadblock in my business, that feeling is unlike anything that a mom could ever accurately put into words. But you know what I did, y'all? I sprung into action, and I was able to be with my baby because of this opportunity, because of this time freedom, because of these products. And we had a community of support through this because of Plexus, right? So I turned this into a passion. Every season of my life, there was something that I knew God was sharing for me to get out of that. And you know what I do now? I share my love with these products with other cancer mamas. And God had a plan. I have the most amazing, beautiful California team because of this. And so don't let excuses or fear, any of that, slow you down, y'all. Have you ever heard the saying, like, fast is easy, slow is hard? It's true. You don't want to lose that momentum and pick it back up. Keep your passion and your fire up. And remember that the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. So if you're doing the work, your team's going to be right. And I think a key here is also the 80-20 rule. You want to be spending 80% of your time with the top 20% that want this business as much as you do. So don't focus on one person in this business. Keep your funnel emptying, but keep filling your funnel back up. Keep sharing health and happiness with absolutely everyone, and just keep building wide. I think that's most of what I have to say, but I did have, one question for y'all to ponder is just, what is your excuse this summer, right? Because if you have one, now is the time to affirm to yourself that you don't have the time to have an excuse, because you are going places in your business and you are crushing your goals. Leaders Retreat is coming, y'all, and you are going to want to be there. So I think my time's up.
I completely agree. You guys don't want to miss Leaders Retreat. And with all that Tiffany's had in her life, like, you guys can do this if she can do this. And we are going to hear next from Jamie. She is a Michigan diamond. And from what I know, there's only one other diamond except for Jamie and Sal. So there's only 3 diamonds in all of Michigan. Like, this just shows you how wide open this opportunity is. And you guys really need to grab onto it. It's just crazy. I was the first diamond in Georgia. So to have these people like on our own team be the very first in a state, it just shows you how awesome this opportunity is. But Jamie is somebody who makes no excuses, and tonight is no exception. She has a cold, and sometimes she can't talk because she's coughing so bad. So she is getting on here to share with us, and I really appreciate you doing this, girl.
Thank you. Hey guys, I'm so excited to talk with all these beautiful women tonight, but I wanted to talk really briefly about the power of 3. And you guys have heard it before. If you're new, maybe you haven't, but I know this is a huge topic. It's been drilled in our heads, the power of 3, of getting 3 people, of getting to silver, which is 3 people. And you guys, when I look back on the biggest seasons of momentum in my business, I started in 2015, and just really briefly, from the first 6 months from when I started, I ranked up pretty much back to back to senior ruby in 6 months. And then within a year, on the year to the date, I hit emerald. And then just now with momentum and everything going on now too, when I look at these biggest seasons of momentum, we had the power of 3 just happening like crazy. And I mean, in the beginning, I didn't necessarily know that or identify that or realizing we were duplicating silvers or whatever, terminology there is out there. We just were excited, and we were sharing, and we were helping other people do the same thing. So it just was natural, and it was happening. So the power of 3 is huge for your business. If you are not duplicating that, maybe you're struggling, you're not in momentum. If if you are in momentum and it's not huge yet, you will get to a point where you're struggling if there isn't the power of 3 happening. So we have lots of tools for that. We have launch parties. We have first post ideas. I mean, lots of tools for getting that done. But what I want to talk about is an important aspect of that. But the reason, first and foremost, Power of 3 is huge. It is going to help you develop a strong team. It's going to help with retention and helping people stay on the products. They have a paycheck coming in. That is huge. And it's going to help with the excitement in your team. It's going to help with that excitement, with momentum. So one example of something, I always talk to everybody about trying to at least get them 3 people. I don't use the word business. I don't say like, you have to do this business type thing, but just make it fun and exciting, and do not prejudge anyone and think, even if they said they don't want the business, this is not offering them the business per se. Yes, we can do that. Yes, we should do that when it, for everybody too. But just having 3 people join is not necessarily running with the business. It's just being excited and saying something like, oh, and you can do this on the phone when you're having them join. You can do this in your chat. You can do a voice clip, but saying something simple like, oh, and something that's really exciting. If you have 3 friends or family start the same way that you just did, and side note, I'm assuming it's with a $199 welcome pack because we're leading with that, right? So if you have 3 people start the exact same way you did, then you can get, and we can do that in 2 weeks, you could get over $400 cash. Would you be open to me helping you do that? Something simple like that. If you're giving them details like numbers, $400 cash is not pocket change for most people, you guys. That's huge. And that's exciting. And so let's talk a little bit more about the excitement part here. You guys, it is going to be hard to get a few people to get them to get 3 people, or even to consider sharing if you're not excited. And part of that comes with your belief in everything and what you're doing, and just being excited about what you are sharing. If you are, have a new movie that you saw, or a new restaurant you went to, and you're talking about this food that you just ate, and you tell someone, yeah, we just ate here, my husband and I really liked it. The food was really good. You should try it sometime. Or if you say, you know what? We just had this amazing food. It was the best ever. We absolutely loved it. It was in this city, right around the corner from this place. You need to go there. It is so good. You will love it. I mean, that's going to create a lasting memory, right? They're going to remember that you were so excited about that, and they're going to want to go there. There's a big difference on the way you speak and the excitement that is in your voice. So be excited about this opportunity and have the belief. If you guys don't know what we have here, you are missing out, and you are holding back from what you could offer to other people. What we have here for the opportunity, these products, we have to tell people this is exciting. If they're not going to hear it from you, they're going to hear it from somebody else. And you guys, this train is moving, whether you are on it or whether they are on it, it is moving either way. So if you are on this train and one person says no, or one person isn't interested, that's okay if they don't get on the train, because you are on that train, and you are going to keep going, and you're going to find somebody else to get on that train, because this thing is going and people need this and they want this. So be excited, have that belief, and use that to be excited with your team and share and duplicate the power of 3. And don't let anybody join without knowing what they can get for some cash back or with this business. I mean, please lead with this business too. If that was going to be my other sidebar, not where I'm going with this, but lead with the business as much as you lead with the products, because people need the help, but they also are in financial stress and worries. So lead with the business too, because this is amazing. So excitement is contagious. Be contagious. I will stop there.
Yes, 100%. Everything Jamie said. The excitement level is so important when you are growing this business and offering this to other people. Thanks, Jamie. Now we're going to hear from Sally. And Sally and Jamie and a bunch of other Jules, they live within the same area up in Michigan. So you guys, if they can grow this business with no excuses, I mean, I know they had to work through some stuff like, how do we handle this? Like, we live in the same area, but you guys, there's literally no excuse whatsoever. I just love Sal and her heart, and she is just one of the most giving, most loving people. She loves to love on her team. She's a stay-at-home mama, and she is a Diamond Ambassador. So we are going to hear from her now.
Thanks, Val. Hey, everybody. So good to be here. Oh, I just love being able to share with all of these beautiful women that we've grown to know and be so close to. So thank you for letting me do that tonight. So my journey to Diamond. I was enrolled in 19 months, and it was an amazing 19 months. It was hard, yes, but it was amazing. And then a year later, I hit Sapphire, and a year after that, I hit Diamond. So less than 4 years, I hit the top of the company. Did I ever believe that that would happen? Yes and no. There's always part that you're kind of like, yes, I'll be a diamond, but oh gosh, that's like a diamond, so there was always this little doubt, but I always truly believed that I would be at the top of the company. Hi, ladies. Reading the chat. I love it. Love the love. Thank you. So anyway, small town girl. Like, I just did a video for my girls on my team page last week, so some of them might hear the same little pieces here, but small town girl. I grew up, my parents owned a store. Sue and I sorted pop bottles in our store to make money. We grew up doing that. Very simple life. We were catching turtles and frogs as kids all the time. We just, fun childhood, really good childhood. Grew up in a small Christian school, just your normal average person, like Fallon was saying at the beginning. We are not special people. We are just like you. There is nothing special about us. We are normal. And so that's one thing that I really want you guys to remember. Like, if you think, oh, I can't do this, I'm not like them. No, that's not true at all. We are all the same. We all have come from the same, backgrounds, whatever. Anybody can do this. Okay, you guys? So I want to jump into just a couple points here. One about comparison, and one kind of on mindset and belief, just quickly. So comparison, this journey, this business, it is hard not to compare yourself and to look at other people that are ranking up and wondering why you're not there, or comparing yourself in other ways to maybe their posts or whatever that looks like for you. But you guys, I'm here to tell you what, don't do that. I have two very, very wise girls on my team, Rochelle and Jenny, and we have this discussion in our chat not too long ago, and they coined the phrase, stay in your own lane. And that is so, so, so true in this business. You've got to stay in your own lane, okay, you guys? You cannot compare your journey to anybody else's, because God does not want your journey to look like anybody else's. He has his own journey set out, ready for you, okay? You've got to stay in your own lane, all right? It is so important to keep those blinders on. Just keep working. Stay in your own lane. Don't compare. Don't worry about Instagram pictures, posts like that. I got to Diamond without my Instagram account looking perfect, you guys. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It really doesn't. What you have to focus on is loving people, okay? Loving people, staying in your own lane, not comparing yourself, just thinking, this is how God wants me. This is the path he has me on, okay? I have this quote here: comparison is nothing more than a distraction that's keeping you from getting there yourself. And if you really think about that, that is so, so, so true, you guys. It's just a distraction. It's just keeping you from getting to Diamond. It is, okay? So don't be distracted by it. Focus on your own purpose. Rest in the fact that God has you right where he wants you. And then work your little buns off to get there, okay? Work hard. This is hard work. Don't stop working, okay? Like Tiff was talking about, there's gonna be things that come up in your journey that are tough, like a child being diagnosed with cancer. That's tough, but keep working. Stay in your own lane, all right? And if you are comparing yourself to a diamond or a higher rank or whatever, and you want to be there, then start working. Get your work done. I mean, Put your blinders on and get that work done, and you'll get there, okay? Be captivated by your purpose, okay? That's another thing I wanted to just quick speak to, is you have a purpose in this, and you have to be captivated by that, and you have to want that, okay? That's really, really important. And remember that somebody else's success, when somebody else hits diamond, sapphire, whatever, that is not your failure, okay? That is, love you. That is something you have to remember. Okay, you guys, their success is not your failure at all, okay? It is not a failure, all right? God just has you on a different journey. And then mindset. Quickly, we all know how important mindset is and belief. We talk about it all the time. You hear it from all of us top leaders all the time. Did I believe this at first? No, I did not. I was like, what is Fallon talking about? I don't need to be on a book club. I don't believe, I don't need to believe this or believe that or whatever. It is so, so true now that I'm a diamond, and looking back, you guys, you have to have that belief and that mindset. It is crucial to being successful in this business and getting to the top, okay? So when you hear Jules or top leaders talking about mindset and belief, believe them, because it is instrumental in getting you where you want to go, okay? You've got to believe in yourself, and you have to believe in the company, the business model, the products, network marketing, all of that, and you have to have a positive mindset, and you get that by getting on team calls and getting on book clubs and being involved in your team page and reading personal growth books to help you get over the negative mindset, whatever you have. You've got to work on that. It is a really important part to getting to the top, and you can't get there without it. You just can't, okay? So believe them, and don't doubt your God, okay? Don't doubt his blessings that he wants to bestow on you, okay? When this journey to diamond, I asked, just in the last 2 months, I asked God for very, very specific things in my business for him to grant me, and he did. He did it. He is a big God, and he wants to bless his children. So don't doubt him, okay? And be specific in the blessings that you want, and then give him all the glory and honor, which I do. And then if somebody says to you, girl, you're going to be a diamond someday, you're not going to turn around and say, I don't know, I don't think I can ever get there. You don't want to say that, all right? You guys, flip it around and say something like, yes, ma'am, I'm so going to be there. I am going to be a diamond someday, because your thoughts become your reality, okay? If you're saying, I don't think I can ever achieve diamond, well, then you might not, because those thoughts are going to become your reality, okay? So feed positive thoughts into your mind, all right? So instead of saying that, say, yes, I am going to be a diamond, okay? That is what I told myself. I simply told myself, I will be a diamond someday, all right? And I got to work. I worked hard. I loved people. I listened. I duplicated. I was coachable, and I did it, all right? And so I stayed in my own lane. I worked my buns off, and here I am. So I didn't give up, and here I am. So you can do it too. I believe in you.
If I, as a diamond, need to hear this stuff, y'all need to hear this stuff and do everything that Sally just told you to do, like every part. And I will tell you, I hear it all the time, and I said the same thing. This mindset stuff is a bunch of bogus. Didn't think I needed it. It really works, okay? So get out there and get your mindset right, for sure. Okay, thanks, Sally. And now we have our emeralds. We are going to have our emerald share, and Lauren Smithson she's working a full-time job. She's working her Plexus business. She is a total no excuses kind of girl, and I absolutely love her. When I saw her ranking up, I was like, Rochelle, who is Lauren Smithson? What is she doing over there? She's amazing. So I'm excited to hear from her. Oops.
Oh, hi. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, thanks for the introduction, Fallon. I'm going to start by just giving you guys a little bit of my background. Like Fallon said, I'm a physical therapist. I started this for the products, not for the business. And I really didn't want another job. You know, I had a job myself. I didn't need to work anything else, but I decided that I just needed that extra margin of income, and I really needed to make it happen because I didn't have that extra money sitting around to pay for the products, and I knew that I wanted to help other people feel just as good as I was feeling. So, but at first I did not, sorry, I'm all frozen on my end. Can you guys hear me?
You're perfect on my end.
Okay. This time last year, I was super skeptical still. I didn't really work the business very well. I would sort of check in with my people, sort of not. And I was, I think, a super silver at this point. This time last year in May, I hit gold, and that's when I realized the opportunity that I was sitting on here, and I had to take advantage of it. So within this past year, I went from gold to emerald, which is pretty fast. At least it felt really fast to me. And I want to tell you that I did that because I was super coachable, you guys. That's so important to be coachable. Ask your leaders questions. Always be in on the book clubs and the team calls. Watch training videos. If you're not really feeling great or strong in one area, watch a video to get better at it. If your leaders give you advice, take that advice and apply it. Actually use the advice that they give you, and don't take it as criticism. If they're ever giving you constructive criticism, it's because they love you and they want you to be successful. So just soak it in and be thankful that they're spending their time with you, and then apply the gifts that they're giving you. It's just so important to listen to them, guys, and make sure that you don't have excuses for the things that they're telling you to do. So like Fallon said, I'm kind of a no excuses girl. There have been times though that we all have made excuses. So in the past year, last May we sold our house, and within this past year I have moved 4 times. One of those times we moved so quickly that we moved into a place I wasn't super happy with. The lights didn't work, so I got ready with a flashlight every day for work. We didn't have chairs to sit in to eat, so we stood for every single meal. You guys, like, we all have things that we can make excuses for, but I still showed up. I still did my IPA every day. I still checked in with my team every day. A lot of my team doesn't even know that I was standing for every meal and used a flashlight to get ready for work every day, because I didn't bring it up, because they didn't need to know that I was doing that, because I was showing up for them anyway. A lot of other people have really crazier, bigger things than that have happened in the past year, and they've done amazing things too. There have been lots of people that have had family members pass away really tragically, and it's heartbreaking. There have been people like Tiffany, her son with his cancer. You guys, we all have life stuff. We all have things that come up. Like we talked about, we've got seasons, and some of them are good and some of them are bad. But no matter what you're going through, if we can do this, so can you. And I just think that this is so important to hear and to really take it in and believe it, because it's true. You don't have to be a certain person or have a certain personality to do this. You just have to want to learn how to do it. You have to be hungry for it, and you have to apply yourself to make it happen. I was reading for book club today, and this is a plug for book club. This is one of my things I'm going to tell you guys. Listen to this if you're not already. Be on the team calls. So if you're here, awesome. That's already really successful for you. And then you need to be on the book clubs, and these are humongous for personal growth. I would say when I was gold, that's when I realized I needed to take these steps, and that's why I have been successful, because I'm using everything that I learn in these team calls and these book clubs, and I'm applying them, and I'm making sure that I take the steps necessary to be successful. So I was listening though to book club today, and something hit me, and I just wanted to share it with all of you, just in case you're not already in the book club with us. So the truth is, we each have everything within ourselves to succeed. But in this business, you have to have a few other really important things. Hunger, the willingness to be completely coachable and learn how to do this. Consistency, the willingness to be uncomfortable. You guys, a year ago, if you would have told me that I'm helping lead a team call to anybody, I would have ran away, hid in my room, and had been like a sweaty mess. But here I am today, helping to lead this call, and I feel really confident doing so, because I have learned from these amazing leaders, and I have grown myself and stretched myself to be more comfortable doing this. So the willingness to be uncomfortable, the willingness to keep going in the face of no's and disappointments. Every time you put out an excuse, you put another cement block in the walls you're building around yourself. With each excuse, you're trapping yourself in a prison of mediocrity of your own creation, condemning yourself to a life you really don't want. Being in that box may feel safe, but over time, what's going to be in there with you is a whole lot of regret, what ifs, shame, and loneliness. We can conquer the negative voices. We can pull the cement blocks down, let the light in, and increase our possibilities. We can get out of our own way and get on with the business of building our future and stepping into our greatness. So you guys, be coachable, make no excuses, learn how to do this if you don't feel strong in certain areas, and you're gonna make it happen just like we all did.
I love that, Lauren. That is so good. And seriously, y'all, if she can get ready with a flashlight, like, we can make this happen, right? And yes, girl, a year to Emerald, that's really fast. You and your team are just on fire. And now we are going to hear from the beautiful Danielle Knight, and she is just one of the best mamas I know. She loves her babies and she loves on her team, and I am so excited to get to hear from her now.
All right, so first off, I'm going to warn everybody that I'm probably the emotional one in the group, so there's a really good chance I'm going to cry, so I'm just going to tell you that now. And I'm still a little bit in shock that I am on here doing this with all these amazing ladies, and I'm just so thankful. But anyway, so a little bit about me. When I started, I was not interested in the business. I thought it looked amazing. I thought it was an incredible opportunity, but I didn't think I could do it. I had a million reasons why I was not good enough, and that I couldn't do it. It was great for everybody else, but I couldn't do it. Well, I fell in love with the products, and then I decided, well, I kind of have to do this. And so I hit Senior Ruby fairly quickly. I went Senior Ruby in 11 months, and then a lot of personal stuff happened. And unlike Tiffany, I was opposite. I let it be an excuse. Shortly after I hit Senior Ruby, I lost my mom. I got pregnant and we moved. And all of those things I used as excuses. And I was like, I told myself that it was okay for me not to be doing my IPA daily, to not be doing all of the things because of everything that I had gone through. And so it stalled my business. I lost points. Things got ugly, and not many people know, but actually about beginning of last year, I almost quit. Right before Ruby Retreat last year, I told myself, if I don't go on this trip, I'm done. And I was really close to quitting because the lack of belief I had in myself. And that has continued to be a struggle for me until just this year, when we were at Ruby Retreat. Actually, this year, I had a conversation with Helen McFadden that really helped me. And she recommended a couple books, Daring Greatly by Brené Brown. And then I read that one, and then I read Girl, Stop Apologizing. And both of those books really, really helped me. So I want to piggyback on what some of these ladies are saying, that the personal growth is huge. I used to think it was crazy. Like, I don't like to read. I don't have time to read. I have all these small children. Like, I can't sit down and read. Guys, I am still to this day listening to audiobooks, training videos, anything I can every day, multiple times a day. When I'm getting ready in the morning, I either have an audiobook going or a training video or whatever I can. If I'm driving in the car, I'll put an earbud in with a video playing just so I'm listening to it. When I'm cleaning the house or doing the dishes, anytime, and I've been doing this now for almost 4 years, anytime I can, I'm listening to a training video or an audiobook because it is so important. I let the lack of belief in myself keep me at a standstill for almost 3 years. So if you're not doing the personal growth, get out there and do it. And I just want to tell you that like life is always going to happen. Right now, our family is kind of going my children are making, it's just one thing after another. And I still have to fight that. And it has to be a conscious choice every day that you're going to show up for your business. You're going to show up for yourself. You're going to show up for your family, and you're going to do what it takes, because guys, it is 100% worth it. Don't let your excuses steal this opportunity from you. I almost did. And I'm so thankful I didn't quit, because the past year really just has been incredible. And I'm so thankful that I didn't quit on myself. So just throw all the excuses out the window and get out there and do it, guys, because if I can do this, like I promise you, you can do it. And it is 100% worth it. We all have things. So if you want this, then just make it happen. So I think I have notes, but I didn't pay attention to them at all. So I'm just going to stop there.
I don't think you cried, but you made me cry, because I've been there with you through this, and I've seen all of it, and the triumph, the victory, that is what this is all about. It's the not giving up. It's the growing into the woman that you are. Lori always told me, like, you won't recognize yourself when you're a jewel. Like, you just, the growth, it's amazing. It's amazing, you guys. So good job, Danielle. All of you guys. Like, I could just cry sitting here leading this call. We'll keep it together. And I think my sister is the next one on here. So she's probably like my crazy blubbering mess of a sister over there. But thanks, Danielle. And Courtney was like my dream teamer, because she's my sister. So to have her on here as a jewel, like, this just makes it that much more emotional. Like, we always talked about getting our Lexuses. She drove up to my house yesterday, and we went to church together, and she had her Lexus and all her little boys getting out of it. Like, it's so emotional. So Courtney, are you on here?
I'm here. You guys are in trouble. You're going to make me cry. It's all your fault. I'm going to go off of, what Danielle even said. My topic I chose was have a dream and be determined. Okay. So first thing, let me check the time so I don't talk too long. Okay. So I still remember Fallon asked me, she was really trying to help me. Like, she was trying to help me catch the vision. I hadn't been to any Plexus events, so I couldn't really have anything to go off of, which is why, if you haven't registered for convention, do it and get there, because it's not the same through pictures. Okay. So I hadn't been to any events. I hadn't been to anything. So she was really trying to help me. She's like, girl, don't you want to get, don't you want to make like $10,000, $8,000 a month and have a free Lexus? And I just was like, no, I don't think I want that. But it wasn't that I didn't want it. It was because I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe it was possible. And I wasn't dreaming big enough, I just wasn't. So honestly, your business depends on the ability to dream and make it a big dream, and know that you can do this. You got to imagine what it's going to feel like when you're on stage, or when you're getting your Lexus. Like, there's so many times I've talked to people on my team about this. Like, what are we going to wear when we're on stage? Or what's it going to be like when we're able to, like, get together and take pictures, like, with our Lexuses parked in each other's driveway? Like, I'm going to cry. Like, it's just so fun to dream about, and it's so exciting. And if you're not having those emotions when you're thinking about your business, if you're, silver, gold, senior, ruby, and you're not, like, feeling like that, your dream is not big enough. Okay. So you've got to, like, stir up those emotions, and just know how it's going to feel when, when my girl Natalie, she told her kids she's taking them to Disney World when she hits Emerald. Like, and she's thinking about, how is that going to feel to be like, guys, I hit Emerald and we're going to Disney World for Christmas this year, whatever it may be. You have to dream big. So when you're setting up your dream, it's not just saying, okay, for example, I want to lose some weight. Okay. No, it's not saying that. It's saying, I want to lose 10 pounds, in 2 weeks. And then after that, I want to go on to lose this amount of weight. Or it's not saying I want to be financially stable. It's saying, I want to be out of debt. I want to have, our cars paid for, whatever it may be. You need to have specifics in there, because if you don't know what you're shooting for, you only just have like a random thing like, oh, I want to do this. Like, it's not specific enough for you to really dream big enough and know where you're going. Okay. So that leads me into being determined. When my husband left for deployment in October, I just had it in my head. I was like, he's going to be gone and it's going to suck, but I'm going to look at the positive. My kids are eating oatmeal and eggs for dinner from now on. I don't have to cook dinner. I'm going to hit Emerald while he's gone. He actually came home early and I hit Emerald the week he got home, it was super helpful. But I was like, man, I was supposed to do that while he was gone, but whatever. So, be determined. If you have a big goal, when life gets hard and you're alone taking care of kids, or maybe you're a man working this business and there's whatever going on with that, like, whoever you are, whatever your struggles may be, just know that we all have different things going on. Like Tiffany had her hardships, Danielle with hers. Like, there's just always something, like literally every single day, always something that's going to hold you back from working your business. And, unless you have that really, really strong dream that makes you just feel those emotions and feel the excitement and just knowing that you're going where you want to go no matter what, that's what's going to make a difference, is that determination and just making things happen, letting go of any reasons you might not want to do it. A couple of ways that, things that helped me in this, in my year of getting, like when I decided I was going to Emerald and just went there, I got rid of any negative feelings. Like, I stopped telling myself that I couldn't do it. I got rid of time wasters. I stopped doing any projects. If anyone knows me, they know I like to decorate my house and do projects. I stopped all that. I stopped caring about people's opinions. I don't really care. I mean, I guess if they don't want to see me succeed, that's their problem. And I didn't have a plan B, but if you have a plan B, just get rid of it. If people have a plan B, they're afraid that their plan A is not going to work out and they just want something to default on. So get rid of your plan B and do this and have a big dream.
I agree. You need to have Plexus be your plan A, B, C, and D. Like, you have to be all in. You really cannot be half in order to make anything in life work. You have to be fully committed to that dream for your family. Now we are going to hear from Kristina Hanselman. She is one of my favorite people to listen to, like, ever in the history of ever. She's so inspiring. She has been able to retire from teaching because of Plexus and be home with her babies, which has always been one of her lifelong dreams. So we are going to hear from Kristina now.
Hey guys, I'm so excited to be here. Seriously, so excited. I will keep it brief, check the time. And I have to just second everything that everybody just said. Like Fallon said, I was a teacher. I thought that I would grow up and teach for 30 years, retire with my modest teacher retirement, and live my little normal life. I actually went to school and have 2 graduate degrees and all the debt that comes with that. But I found out very quickly when I entered the classroom that I was always going to have more month than money. And I have a lot of kids. I mean, it's kind of a theme in Plexus, I guess. I have 4. I have them spread all the way out. I have almost 15, almost 12, almost 4, and just turned 1. And I've learned quickly that I could not teach myself to a bigger paycheck. I couldn't show up early enough or pour more heart into it. I was already there early, stayed late, was there in the summer, and you could only make what the state says you can make. So I recognized an opportunity, and y'all, I just wanted to run with it. I was always clearly driven by money. I'm a red personality, probably second to Fallon. And I just wanted to be successful. I just wanted to be at the top. I wanted to do very well. Usually I'm not going to try something that I am not pretty confident that I can be decent at. But I wanted to be the best. And so I jumped in, went senior Ruby in 8 months. And then did what a lot of Reds do and thought that I knew what I was doing. I thought I knew it all. I disregarded the book study calls. I mean, I was on them, and if I had to teach it, I would have like read that chapter, but you better believe I wasn't going to read before or after. A lot of my books, it's so funny when I pull them out now, because only the chapters that I taught are like highlighted and like written up. The rest of them are perfectly crisp, you know, not read, not turned over. And I couldn't figure out why I was working so incredibly hard. I've always been a top recruiter. And I couldn't figure out why I wasn't making any headway. You know, life happened, right? I got to Senior Ruby. Most of the team that got me there is not the team that has gotten me to Emerald. And so, y'all, not only did I get to Senior Ruby in 8 months, there was a missed rank in there. And I don't know if you guys have ever had to push for a rank, but me and Fallon and Brittany went to sleep the last night of the month thinking that I had hit Senior Ruby, and woke up the next morning and I had missed it by 3 points, which is the half of a human, if you guys are new. 3 points, devastated, okay? Completely devastated. And it was then that I understood what grit was. Like, I had some people on my team, some sidelines that were like, oh my gosh, are you going to quit the business? And I'm like, quit hell, I'm just 3 points from Senior Ruby, we're going, you know? And I knew right then that that was going to be the attitude that was going to eventually see me to Diamond. I didn't know that it wasn't a normal attitude. I just was like, oh, no way. I'm so close, you know? Yeah, I missed it, but so what? You know, at least I tried. I'm going to do it again. And we did. But there's been a lot that has happened. I had 2 babies since then. Y'all, do what your leaders are telling you to do. Fallon and Brittany got on a call with me in January, and I really thought Fallon was going to like stroke my ego, tell me how great I am. It's not what Fallon did. Fallon's like, girl, if you'd have just read a book long before now, you'd already be a jewel. Go read a book. And so, I mean, she was probably a little nicer than that, but I mean, she was pretty firm. I went and read the book, you guys. 4 months later, here we are. I had a 600-point gain last month. I do not mind sharing that. Mostly organic from new joins. So I'm just here to tell you, your business can turn very, very quickly if you will focus on what you can control. It doesn't do you any good to look backwards if that's not where you're trying to go. You're trying to go forward, look forward, and focus on what you can control. Laser focus and teach people how to do what you're doing. Understand the half rule. Your team is only going to do half of what you're doing. So if you're not doing above and beyond the minimum, then you're not going anywhere quickly. And that is 5 minutes. So I'll stop.
You're killing me, girl. I love you so much. And we get to be in Hawaii together. So much fun. And the book was 21 Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell, because everybody's like, all right, girl, tell us what book it was. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Okay, so we have another retired teacher. Sarah is a boy mom who lives in Michigan too, I think. Am I right? Am I like losing my mind? Okay, you're in Michigan too. I thought so. There's so many of you up there, and you're all so crazy successful, like living within minutes of each other. It's just mind-blowing.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I am so excited to be on this call tonight. I am in really amazing company, which is, it has been a great inspiration to me the last couple of years, because my story really isn't rock star. I wouldn't say I didn't hit a huge rank in like 6 months, but I really feel that looking back over and reflecting over my business, consistency is key. Consistency in doing the work, consistency in reaching out, consistency in being in believing that this will happen in the timing that it needs to happen. And I started Plexus in April of 2016 because I was super sick. And I wanted my products paid for, and I literally laid it before the Lord that I needed peace in my body. And if I got peace in my body, I wanted to turn that into something where I could use my story to help others. And that's how my Plexus business began. I literally started the day I signed up. I jumped online the next day and went, hey, I can use my phone. This is awesome. I might get paid to be on my phone and use social media. That's for me. And that's what I did from the very, very first day. And I went from silver in that first, I was on the products for 2 weeks and I went silver. 3 years to the day, I went emerald. So that's pretty amazing. I hit silver on the 31st of April in 2016, and I hit emerald April of 2019. So again, it's not a rock star story, but it's super consistent. And I feel like, you know, I've built something that I'm super proud of. And I had to go through a lot of seasons. You've heard it. It's mindset. It's no excuses. It's consistency in working your IPA. It's doing the things that you can control. I love that, Kristina. That is so good. Because there's a lot about this business that you can't, but then when you focus on the things that you can control, you do. And that's what I did, and as much as I could. When I hit Senior Ruby in 2017, I hit Senior Ruby in about 15 months, and I sat there for a year and a half. And I had rock solid belief in these products. I had rock solid belief really in my mindset. I had rock solid belief in, you know, the fact that I could recruit. What I didn't have rock solid belief in was this business. In network marketing, I really felt like could I do this? Could this be sustainable? And so I sat at Senior Ruby for almost a year and a half. And then in 2018, toward the end of the year, Lexus rolled out the $199 welcome packs. And honestly, for me, that was a tool. That was a game changer for me in my belief in this business, because those $199 welcome packs are an amazing deal. I'm Dutch. I'm from Michigan, and we love a good deal. And when you're getting that many products, you know, in a welcome pack, I could get my head around that as a tool that would not only keep people on the products longer. You guys, these welcome packs not only get people to sign up with more products, but it helps people to retain on the products too. And for me, I think I'll kind of give you a lowdown of some numbers, because I'm not generally a numbers person, but when I reflected on this year from January to April with leading with the $199 welcome packs, it blew my mind what it could do, not just for people in their health, in their wallet, in their subscriptions, in their retention, but what it did for me and our team in our businesses. This is huge. This is the one big tool, and Plexus gives us an amazing toolbox to use, but I think this one really hit home for me. I started in January of this year with 898 points. And I don't say this to brag or be, you know, throwing this out there for you. I'm showing you the vision because I didn't see it until I hit Emerald, and I was like, wow, this is so good. I ended the end of April with 1,593 points. And in that time, we had 205 joins. Out of those 205 joins from January to the end of April, 185 of them ordered the $199 welcome packs. That essentially, that alone, those numbers got me to Emerald. That will get you to the next rank faster than you think it will. Lead with the $199 welcome packs. I can't say that enough, because it truly not only has now solidified, I love these products, I always will. They've changed my life. I can go into that at another time. But this business model, the tools that Plexus gives us, friends, you've got to look at your back office, the resources there, the videos there, the training there, the tools when they roll out the iPad incentive. Are you kidding me? My team skyrocketed in that month. And every single person in that 1 month joined with the $199 welcome pack. Every single person. It was awesome. And I feel like I was able to get out of a huge rut. I mean, huge rut. January 1st, I went out and I bought my Emerald dress that I'm gonna wear on stage at convention. I wasn't even Emerald at that point. I just had a rock solid belief in this business, which I didn't have before, that catapulted me to do things I never thought I would do, like go buy a dress 4 months before an event. Oh my word, of course, yes. Visualize it, see it, know that we have what we need in our arsenal to make this happen. I'm not somebody special. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4 boys. You kind of hear this theme. I never would have even imagined when I started this business, I'm such a yellow, that I would want like a red. Because you know what, when you see the tools available to you and the vision and truly, again, how they work, I mean, seriously, I'm going to be wearing that dress that I bought in January to walk across the stage because I visualized it. I saw the vision. I used the tools. I got my team behind them. We get people on the phone to, talk them through. I have a 97% subscription rate on for all of those joins. 97%. That's another big tool too for retention and just for, growing your business. Unbelievable, but I have a rock solid belief in this business, and it can happen for you too.
Oh my gosh, Sarah, I love that. That is so inspiring. Just wow, where your business is at now. And I joined 6 years ago with a $199 welcome pack. Was the best deal. I was flat out broke. I had to take my electric bill money to join, but I was like, give me the best deal. I need the products for the cheapest price. And Lori Welch was like, the $199 pack. What you need to get. So that is what I got 6 years ago. All right. Thank you, Sarah. Now, Elizabeth, last but certainly not least. Elizabeth is so inspiring. She is a hardworking mama. She is a physical therapist as well. And she is also in Michigan, but on a totally separate team from Sarah and Jamie and Sally. So I am excited to hear from you, Elizabeth. Let me see if I can find her.
Is it echoing crazy?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me okay, or is it weird?
It's echoing weird, and I cannot see you.
You can't see me? I'll just get on it on my phone.
Okay.
Hold on.
This technology. All right, she's gonna get back on here. All right, I see several Elizabeth Hefners. I don't know. She'll probably unmute herself. I'm not sure if this is the right one.
How about this one?
Perfect. There you go, girl.
Okay.
Take it away.
I'm not doing good with Zoom tonight. Anyway, so thank you. I don't know what I could possibly add after all of these amazing women have spoken and inspired all of you. But I will do my best. So what I first heard about Plexus and wanted to try the probiotics to help with some health issues. And as I looked at all of the ingredients, I realized there were ingredients that my doctor had recommended that I use and that I was buying from him in the health food store. And I'm like, wait, I think I can save some money buying these. And my sponsor was like, you should share. I'm like, no, I'm teaching. I got 4 kids. My husband's in school. I'm working all at the hospital. Like, I don't have any time for that, And then honestly, she said, why don't you do book club? Would you like to do book club? And I'm like, well, what book is it? And it was a John C. Maxwell book. So I did some research on him, and I'm like, yeah, I could do that. That would be awesome. And so I got involved with book club right away. And then once I was done teaching, I'm like, well, I have some time now. My husband's pretty busy with class. So I started sharing. I started reaching out to people. I started realizing that even though I detoxed during that detox period, I was still having more energy. And I thought, well, it'd be great to get these products paid. So let's see what I can do here. And so I started sharing, and then I realized that it was a great outlet to have a ministry to help other people, to even just be able to say like what's going on in your life, how can I pray for you, you know, really connecting with people, because I didn't have the outlet to do ministry with my job and kids and my husband's schedule and things like that. And so that was a really great way for me to be in contact and meeting people and talking to people, and things in the evening. And so what happened is I just realized pretty quickly, I jumped right into Monday night calls. I jumped into always doing book club. I don't think I've missed a book or very many of the Monday night calls in 3 years. And my growth hasn't been like super fast, but it's been steady and consistent. And I really, really focused on helping my team be solid. I really want to make sure that if I'm going to leave my full-time job with benefits and all of these things and health insurance, that I really wanted to make sure that I had a solid foundation for my leaders as well. And so I really, you know, I looked for like, well, what's the formula here? You know, tell me what the formula is. And Fallon said, there isn't. You meet people where they're at, you help them with where they're at, and then you take them to the next level. And so that is what I focused on. And so some people, you know, getting to silver and a little bit more is all that they wanted to do, and that's great. You know, they're getting their products paid, they're still helping people, they're still involved, and that's awesome. And then some people on my team, hello, you know, I have so much growth golds and close to senior golds and senior rubies and emerald, Lauren, you know, so all of these people on my team that are just like, well, we really want this to be an amazing financial outlet for us as well. And really, really just capturing the vision of the company themselves being so rewarding. I work in healthcare, and we are not rewarded for hard work. We are given our paychecks, of course, and our health insurance, but we are not, you know, you could go above and beyond every single day, and there's little extra recognition for that, if any. And that's fine. Like, I'm called to do my job. I'm happy to do my job, and I get to go home knowing that I did well. And so that brings me to my next point, which Sarah actually touched on, and that is that we have, we can only control what we can do. So when I set out to say, I am an exceptional mom, then I'm going to be looking through the day for things that help me fulfill that. You know, does the spilled water on the floor really matter? No, here you go, clean it up. Like, don't freak out. You know, showing my kids patience and love and teaching them to clean up their messes and teaching them right and wrong and all of those things. So when I say I am a diamond ambassador, what am I doing that day to make sure that I'm fulfilling that prophecy? You know, what is it that I'm doing? What is that consistency? What does that look like? That means that I am answering all the questions. That means I'm asking all of the questions. That means I'm sending the videos. That means I'm meeting my prospects and my team with where they're at. And then what they choose to do with that information is up to them. I cannot control at the end of the day what they do. But I want to go to bed knowing that I did all that I could do to share with my team, to share with my prospects, to follow up with my new people, and done everything I could to possibly make sure that they can be successful for what their goal or what they're desiring to have happen with products or the opportunity or both. So those are my biggest takeaways. I'll just be brief tonight. And thank you so much for this opportunity to share.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, lady. I have so much that I could say. Like, I really, like right now I need to lead a whole call myself, like so much to say, just where the company's going, exciting announcements, just all of it. But I'm going to wrap this up by saying every single one of these women, number one, we don't just have women. If you're a guy listening, we have men who have ranked up all over. They've worked with their wives. They've worked as single men. Like, this is for men too. But these women, they have gotten to where they are because they focused on helping people get what they want. It's not about, oh, I need to get to emerald, or, oh, I need to get to diamond. It's, this girl, she wants gold. This person, she wants to quit her job. She wants ruby. Like, what does your team want? And then give them belief and the inspiration to go just a little bit further. When Tiffany said she wanted her kids' education paid for, I said, oh, honey, you can be saving for their college. Like, you can be doing so much more than just paying for that. Like, dream bigger. That is what you do. That is what this is about. That is what these women have done. They have helped their teams dream big, and they have been rewarded greatly, not just financially, but all of the ways that they have been able to. It's a feeling too. It's not just, oh, they're making 6 figures a year. Like, that's a big deal. We all need money. We all need food. You know, we need money to pay the bills, but it's a feeling too. It's being able to serve and to love and to change people's health. That is huge, to know that we are making a difference. And I think that's the difference between like what we do versus a lot of other jobs or just other companies. It's the way we're rewarded internally, knowing we made a difference, as well as all of the blessings and the rewards that Plexus as this amazing company gives us. So you guys, I saw some of you in the comments saying you're going to watch this video over and over. Do it. And know that these women have struggled. They've hit those mental roadblocks. They have done the personal growth. They have struggled. They've said, I don't believe in myself. Like, can I really do this? Like, I just feel like I don't know where I can turn or what I can do next. They've been frustrated. They've been where you are. If you are gold and you're like, I've been here too long. Like, this is your day. Make the choice. Like, all right, I'm going to buy the books. I'm going to watch the calls. I'm going to figure this thing out. I have struggled too. This has not been a perfect journey, but your journey, your struggles, that is what's going to inspire people. That's what's going to make you cry. That's what's going to inspire other people that they can do this. No one's looking for a perfect journey, a perfect health testimony, a perfect business testimony, but yours is what it is because that's what somebody else is going to need. It's not about you. None of this is about us. It's about everybody else and who's going to be blessed because we are willing to share and open our mouths. So you guys have a great rest of the week. I love Monday night calls. It just gets you fired up for the week. So I'll post this recording and we'll talk to you guys later. And thank you, all of you new emeralds and diamonds. You guys are amazing. Bye, guys.